I can only imagine. And all in 90 minutes, right, as you zip around the planet.
16 times a day.
Well, there is our commander and our pilot, Mike Fincke and Zena Cardman, looking up at their rocket.
Big
hug.
hugs, big hugs. And so Zena must have listened to your commentary yesterday, Daryl, because she was leaning back farther than Mike was today.
I noticed that. I was going to say so. I was like, wait, Mike Fincke has the upgraded suit. He is the only one of the crew to wear the version 2, V2, R2, which is an upgraded suit that SpaceX is providing. In the elevator they go from the ground floor up to the 275-foot level. This is a great shot. They were just there looking up at their rocket. This gives you a sense of scale.
Which is so hard to get in the space industry.
Yes.
You see these pictures of the rocket and launch pad from a long ways away, and without a person standing there, you start to forget that these are small buildings we're launching into space.
Yes, that's right. That was a great shot to lay that imagery out, right? We saw them close up in the elevators, and then we widened out to the rocket. It really gives you a sense of scale. Great work by the production team there. All right, they get to the elevator. They have one more set of stairs to climb before they get up to the crew access arm. Well, Zena has some hugs for the closeout crew.
Yeah, last little, thank yous for all the work yesterday and today, and getting ready to walk out the arm and get strapped in. Today's the day.
A nice gaze out across the spaceport. You can see everything.
It's an unbelievable view. It's so scenic.
And here comes Mike and Zena. Hearts and thumbs up with big waves, getting ready to get inside Dragon Endeavour. Was that a dab?
You said he was a jokester. He's having a good time.
And so, put a hand where they signed the meatball,
More on
the
countdown.
NASA
Crews
logo.
have reached the white room on schedule.
Because this is the second launch attempt, they will not have to sign their names along the NASA logo that you see there on the wall. They did that yesterday. So Zena just put her hand on it, gave it a touch, and they'll go straight into making sure their suit is clean and there's no FOD before they get into the Dragon Endeavour, their spacecraft that will take them on a journey to the International Space Station, 260 miles above the surface of the Earth. Talk about Mike's spacesuit. This is V2, version 2, but they call it R2. His is different than the one Zena is wearing. As we split screen to catch the mission specialist doing their poses, looking up. Striking a pose.
They're choreographed. They get higher marks than Spanky and Zena.
You're listening to our posing judge, General Nick Hague, an astronaut here at NASA, and also Brigadier General with the U.S. Space Force. In goes the commander And now we await the pilot. But his suit is different as he pulls up the front of it. It is more configurable. You can adjust the sizing on it much better than you can the first version. This one has zippers that zip around the circumference of the individual rather than a long zipper that goes along the inseam. With that one that you suited up in, Nick, you get into it kind of like you would a onesie, but this one, you get into it the way we got into our clothes today. You're wearing a flight suit, I'm not, but get into your pants, put on your shirt, and then zip around. And just like your luggage, which has that zipper to expand it when you've bought too many, tourist stuff on your trip, you can unzip it to expand or zip it to shrink it, which gives them greater flexibility with these suits. They can fit them on more people and have to make fewer custom suits for the astronauts.
Yeah, suit fit can be a really finicky thing, and there's a lot of effort that has been spent with the first version of the suit, trying to make sure that every crew member gets a suit that fits. With this new one, there's a lot more adaptability and a little bit more forgiveness in the suit. It's one of those things that's really important. Normally, these suits are never pressurized except during leak checks, but in the event of an emergency, they may need to pressurize, and if they don't pressurize in the right shape, it can lead to injury of the crew member.
And here come our mission specialists right behind him, Oleg and Kimiya. Flashing signs of Crew-11 with their 2 fingers extended upwards. They are ready to go. You know what I love about the view, you were talking about it earlier, that we can see out the windows there, is that with the exception of, the occasional launch pad and building and stuff, this is a pristine wildlife refuge that just goes on and on and on. So it's natural Florida the way it was before, it became populated.
Yeah, and it's that that stark contrast of nature and then this technology, like the most sophisticated thing that humanity can do, plopped right down in the middle of it, and that juxtaposition is just it's eye-catching.
Get comfortable, Mike.
You're going to be here a while.
Shimmies around in his seat.
Well, you want to make sure those straps are tight. Yeah, so you can see the pad crew strapping them inside, but then also outside. Some of the things that you wear on the way to the launch pad are there to protect you from getting FOD in the suits or debris in the suits. So there's a cover that goes on the umbilical port on the leg. There's some covers that go on the bottoms of the boots. Once you get to the white room, you take all that stuff off because it's clean at that point, and you're ready to get inside. And then you'll see them strap inside, as well as here in a little bit start to hand them their personal gear, which is that satchel that they're going to put on their left thigh.
If you joined us recently, you're watching NASA and SpaceX's coverage of the launch of Crew-11 to the International Space Station. Our T0 set for 11:43 a.m. Eastern Time. We are counting down, currently T-minus 2 hours and 47 minutes. We have the commander and the pilot seated in their positions. And we just saw the 2 mission specialists go into the capsule, and they are getting into their seats. NASA astronaut Nick Hague is here helping us document Crew-11's journey into orbit. in our split screen, we are inside and outside of the spacecraft. We're also taking your questions, so please send them in. #AskNASA. Nick has given us the goal of getting as many questions answered as we can.